Hey folks, welcome back to Let's Play Rise of Zhong. It's Romance of Three Kingdoms 14. I'm the mysterious JG. Yuan Shu has just declared himself emperor, having defeated Liu Biao, who was distantly related to the emperor, and proven himself definitely worthy of taking over. It seems really weird that they're sending this pitiful force, but they're not turning around. So I'm not ordering an attack, but we're enemies. If we get that close, we are going to fight. But since we're already enemies, I guess it doesn't matter. But I would expect any time now, we're going to start seeing Guan Yu and Zhang Fei marching out of like Jiapi and Jiaopei. So might be a bad thing that I've got a decent amount of military force fucking around with Zhang Jia. But taking over Zhang Jia is going to be something we'll need to do in the long run. Let's... meantime, we've got JG Mystery shooting Yamao, and Froxus Neelock can't get titles while they're out on deployment, and we'll have to hold titles for Lethal, Ald, Ma Li, who is a created officer, and Bobo. I'm not going to wait till we're done. I'm not going to wait to hand out titles until they're back from their marches, but they will get honors when they return. For now, though, I guess we can fall back on our normal way of getting through orders, which would be... Is there any way? Submission demand. With a demand surrender from before, so the greater than hostile. Yeah, Sun Tzu is hostile to it. We just signed an alliance with him, and he can't break it, but he is hostile. What I'm curious now is there any way that we can give gold to these guys? And I'm worried that this may offend Liu Bei. If you reconsider this, chance of failure seems high. We just threw away a lot of money. Moments are bad for this engagement. I recommend you reconsider. We threw away a whole bunch of money trying to get our officers happy. But I don't think we have enough money to bribe anybody. We need to give them a little time to get used to the idea we're emperor, because nobody likes us right now. Alright, we will go for searching. And Jin Ye already has an officer dispatched. Let's start with Shochun. Vulture Bean has other things to be doing. I implore you to reconsider reascend. These guys are a complete waste of space. Samuel Parr will return with good news, but not if I don't send him, and I'm not going to. So the people who are here and not already doing something are a bunch of yellow turbans and Judang. I'll find this good man to see what shit. Basically, it's all about getting some orders done, which will not have people away from their cities for any length of time. I think he's probably the one who keeps finding the occasional tome. This seems too much for Zhu Zhuan. He's a good officer for domestics. He's not slotted in someplace right now, or I'm finding a lot to do with him. He is an overseer over Chen. Hanji. Alright. Did I mess up and he was actually doing something? Because seems weird that we actually have somebody who's going to succeed in a search. Kai Mao will return with good news, but again, not if I don't send him. Yeah, I still got some jobbers in Runan that we might be able to do something with. Just trying to figure out which cities have I got little gluts of officers in. Juan kind of gave away all of its officers that weren't doing something. They all got sent to the new city on the river there. I guess we still got Li Zhu and Liu Bo. So never mind, we still got some guys here that aren't doing a whole lot. Nice if I could find some gold, but that's not going to happen. Alright. I ordered you back, right? Yeah. Runan's just gonna have to make do with 9k food as these forces kind of expand into... I should have enough to take over Zhangjiao, particularly... It's going to take a while for all to get there with the catapults, though. It might not even be worth the time it's going to take. That might be a mistake to even be sending them. It's going to be so freaking far. But I do want to take that city. If I can just hold Liu Bei until I take that city and then move against Liu Bei later, that'll be fine. Let's see what happens here with these two units. Cao Bao and Jiling. So I'm not giving them Dang 2. That wouldn't appease them anyway. If like I'd let them have it, they'll start attacking even further. I'm just kind of hoping they'll back away. Nope. We're doing battle. They jeered at me. Yuan Shu, Zhang Liu has been appointed Lieutenant Governor by the Imperial Court. There are rumors of an excellent item in Shochun. Liu Bei army is moving towards Shochun. We can't just sit back and relax. I'm a little surprised they're not trying to take Guanling. I guess Shochun is a more valuable target if they can take it. Maybe these arrow towers are making them not want to attack, but I am kind of surprised by this. Now that we're just flat out at war, apparently. Who have I got here? We got Earl King. I think it's time for our former war chief to go out there and get some shit done. Hold on a second, though. JG Mystery is returning from Shochun. So he's another guy I'd have to wait a turn with. More people want rewards. But I think I could do some titles here. Auto promote just because it's really why is he the Prime Minister? I don't really get this. I guess it's Yuan Shu family members getting promoted primarily. Titles, auto appoint. That's kind of closer. Got Vulture Bean as a Prime Minister, Li Jingming as Chief Officer. Shooting Yumao becomes the Horse Captain. And Angam Murad will become the I mean, this gives different people loyalty boosts, which is nice. I can do that right before I spend money on people's loyalty. JG Mystery is getting hosed a bit, but I mean, I guess I can become the negotiator. But yeah, anybody who's currently already in on the march gets hosed in this. Bobo will remain the assistant libationer. But we've got some, I mean, is there anything here that's not being awarded to somebody? Negotiator, E-sub officer. I mean, I can throw some titles around. Okay. Let's just do the auto, because I'm lazy. See what it does. We got Vulturebean as the Prime Minister. Li Jingming is the Chief Officer. I'm just looking at the created officers here. Yelu Chukai is not a created officer. But he can still be the Senior Minister. Fang Jiao will be the Chief Minister. Froxus Neelock is Minister. Shuten Yamao will be the Horse Captain. And he has Hexmark. Now, Don Evenstar, who is already the War Chief, will be the Marshal. Da Jun is the Guard Captain. Genghis Khan is our Undersecretary. Earl King is the Chancellor. Anga Marand is Officer of East Conquest. Sun Da is Southern Officer of Conquests. Samuel Parr is the Court Officer. I'm looking for any created officers who... Nope, it seems like they all got favored pretty highly, probably because their stats are also good. So a couple of created officers who were busy when this went down are going to be overlooked slightly. Falger is still stuck as a scribe. Lita's grandma is the assistant scribe. I don't know why Lita's grandma doesn't get a promotion out of this. Because Lita's grandma, actually, I think is paying attention to the series, so I feel bad that Lita's grandma would get shafted. Lita's grandma has... As assistant scribe, they can direct 6,000 troops. If I promoted them to... the negotiator, well, that was what I was going to give to JG. What if the Eastern sub-officer became Lita's grandma? Dragonald is on the move. Is Lita's grandma on the move? Because usually the created officers are all at the bottom here. I don't know why Lita's grandma's not showing up. Or if they're up higher on the list because they already have a title. That's Lita's grandma getting promoted. This will boost a lot of people's loyalty. I probably should have done this on the last turn. I was trying to wait. So Zerfall and Tolpanzer also is the senior officer. So I could boost Tolpanzer up. Instead of being the senior officer, Tolpanzer could be the South sub-officer. Which boosts his loyalty. Alright, let's go with this. Changes have been made to the officer titles in Zhong. Did I use all my actions? No, it only used one order. Now, reward should be less intensive. There's still a lot of people who want gold. Ah, but I'm back to normal. It's a bunch of people who are like already in the 90s. So anybody 94. Okay. So I'm getting people back up into the loyalty range which is acceptable to me, which is 95 and above, because everybody's got awesome titles under the new, totally legitimate empire. Perfect. And now the other reason I wanted to do all that before marching is because now I'm going to have the old war chief march out. But Agmarand here can go out with the, as long as Agmarand live. I want it. Alright. Command input error there. So fish, attacks are difficult, but assault and defense are high. We can send him out with 15,000 troops. And even though he's not in a grabbing territory formation. Now, if he was in this formation, you can still only have 5 as you're where you are. But yeah, he'll have... I don't know if I need to have that many troops, actually, because that'll burn through our food really quickly. But we had him at, like, 12,000. He'll have 3, and I can march him through here and, like, take over Zhongli and start taking it over if I felt like it to kind of punish them. And even if he loses troops... Even if he loses some troops, he'll keep his area of control high, that he can just grab territory around Zhongli and then maybe even head into Dang. I'd like to take Jiapi before I take Xiaopi, just to avoid getting into confrontations with Lu Bu, who is actually one of the more powerful rivals up here. And eventually, yeah, he's got arrow towers and earthen walls, but eventually we need to get Kong Rong. He's got 1 city, he's got 6 officers, it's a good city, he's built it up well. But we need to take him out. Alright, so what else is happening here? You are still building an arrow tower. You do not have a very powerful unit. You just sent out some guys to build arrow towers. That's all you're meant to be doing. Still building up. Runan has become a medium-sized city, but that hasn't, like, transformed its economy or anything, and it's still burning through its supplies by having those troops out on the march. Oh, we got Port Kayang. So let's make sure I got an officer in charge over there. And I don't. So let's get one. Just need somebody with the best possible conquest here, probably. Commerce, too, would be nice, but conquer land would be the most important. Alright, let's go ahead and get you on it. Honestly. Jinye's core, we should have somebody good working it, but I really want that port built up. Hey, Yuan Shao could be in charge? That seems like a bad idea, honestly. Let's get somebody else in charge of recruiting. How about? That's probably fine. It would be nice if we could slowly work on Sun Ce. Get the friendship back so that the minute this alliance is over, he doesn't immediately attack, but we've got 2 years to worry about it, so... By then, I will probably be holding Zhangjia, so I could, you know, if we were going to war then, if things are in any way stable on the northern border, I could actually start attacking Sun Ce. But I've been trying to put that off. Anyone to be employed. Looks like they've shored up their officers in Liu Qi cities. Kai He and Kai Hong. Oh, Lita's grandma could pursue, could get them, huh? Maybe I do want to think about hiring some guys away from that force. Liu Yao wouldn't be the worst officer ever. But we don't think that's going to work. I wonder why they think Kai He and Kai Hong can be hired. The loyalty is in the 90s. They're not great, and I think it's not actually going to work despite what they said, so just leave it. I haven't actually looked at the suggestions in a while. I forgot about it during this play session. Overseer proposals, banquet, restrain enemy. It'll take 500 gold, but I recommend a plan that will restrain Liu Bei's army, Cao Bao unit, and Deng 2. I think they're going to get wiped out anyway. Investment. See, this is why I need to be paying attention. I like spending on investment when I can. Specialty item. Hex mark we have now. Possessing officer Yuan Shu. I mean, I could give this to, Junior. He is the horse captain. He's already got 100 loyalty, so it's not really useful to give it to him, but other than the fact that it would give him retreat. But does he already have skills that give him that? I'll tell you what, I'm going to give it to you, shooting your mouth. Like, you found Hexmark and Yuan Shu will... My headcanon will be... What a wonderful steed you have found. Truly, as I am destined to be emperor, you are destined to be horse master. Please keep this horse as a symbol of whatever. Even though Yuan Shu would normally give a ex-bandit the time of day, but... This could be something where somebody, like, he forgot you were a bandit, and, like, they didn't bother to remind him of it when you went to meet with him. As he presented Hexmark, or it could just be, like, his reaction was, "What? Why would I want this horse?" And an advisor whispers into his ear, and he changes to, "Yes, of course, this horse is wonderful, but truly you have proven that you are the true owner of this wonderful steed." But what was I going to do? I was going to check and see if shooting your Mao's skills already do that. Because if it does, I'd give the horse to somebody else who could actually get some use out of it. So... abilities. Okay. Wicked and Villainous. Duelists score more easily. Duels are favored. You cannot be wounded, KIA, or taken prisoner. I think that is the same as... fuck it. You get the horse. I think it's not... I don't think it's useful for him because he can't be captured. This will allow him to retreat, but... Now I've got a headcanon that makes sense to me, and I'm going to give away a valuable horse to an officer whose loyalty is already at 100. But that's what I'm doing. You can't make me not do it. Alright. I guess effect retreat I could, I wish I could look that up and confirm it means what I think it means. But I think it just means, yeah, that you don't get captured in battle, ever. But we will essentially waste it on the guy who found it, shooting your mouth. I think it's easiest to find by just sorting by strength, as it should be 100, yeah. Oh, 104, wow. It'll boost his loyalty, which doesn't actually mean anything for him, but whatever. You sure I deserve it? I mean, I found it. I guess, yeah, like, okay, now my new headcanon is he was going to keep it for himself. And one of his advisors was like, "You can get a horse anytime you want one. Offer this to Yuan Shu, and we can resequence events and say this is why you were given the title Horsemaster and a promotion, because you offered this wonderful horse and he decided you're good at finding horses." I'm changing my headcanon constantly. All right, it's pretty much time to call it a video. So let's just get some people doing some stupid, pointless searches. Including Yuan Yin. Yuan Yin and Feng Shi, constantly searching the streets, constantly wandering around with their faces down, searching the streets of Shochun for, like, you know, gold shinies that nobody noticed. That is how they spend all of their time, and they rarely, if ever, succeed. But it's what they've been permanently sentenced to do by Yuan Shao. He is perfect for conducting searches, but he's not in the city. Uh-huh. Prime Minister Vulture Bean would also be good at searching, but come on. He's got better things to do. Pay Yuan Shao. No matter what city you put him in, he's never got anything better to do than search for gold. I didn't even look to see if we got any, what do you call them, tomes to learn people up on this time. Suppose I could check that. Seems like Pei Yuan Shao should be able to learn something. He doesn't seem like someone who's possessed of, like, more intelligence or more knowledge than that it couldn't be expanded, you know. Gongdu, you're easier to find. Let's see if we can add anything for you. Surprise attack tome. Oh! I want to actually give that to someone, because that's a new tome that we got by taking over a new city. Making them the awesome power of surprise attack Yuan Shao. Alright. I'm confident the UP will deliver. The UP doesn't seem like he'd be the greatest officer. He has a yellow turban. Just the yellow outfit being on in the portrait makes you think they suck automatically in this game, but is this not premature? Maybe we could take Liu P out of that role and allow him to search for tomes down the road at some point. But for now, Zampar's got better things to do than search for tomes. He is trying to improve his city. Hey. Got almost all of our orders used. Alright, let's go ahead and call it a... I should call it a video. But I do want to... Let's just let this one go a little long, because I'm going to end the session here. And see what happens in the throwdown between Cao Bao and Ji Ling, whose assault got taken down by being jeered, I guess. But overall, he should still be winning this fight. I guess I should have stopped him from crossing the water, but he's going to be in trouble once the Agamar... Oh, they're building arrow towers. Shiji Army and Sutsu Army have formed an alliance. Why me? Why me all the time? Yeah, I wish I could redirect you towards the arrow towers. Okay, this must be it. Huiji, Jianan, and Jinye have had abundant harvest this year.
有事禀告。
Reporting, Shiji Army and Sun's Army of Foreign Alliance appears that he's on harvest. Excellent items to Shochun. Liu Bei is advancing in our area of Shochun. Okay. Must be he's searching for excellent items. We can't go further without food. Well, these guys are out of food and are basically just kind of wrecked at this point. So your orders should be to finish this unit off if you're not already doing that. And I'm calling, no, you don't come into my territory and build arrow towers. I have to destroy these arrow towers. And from there, what does Angham Moran do next? Well, I have to decide, because I'm going to be really tempted to just take Zhong Li. I really don't want to press a big attack on Liu Bei now, but he's making it tempting. And in the meantime, we will just continue to build arrow towers here. And eventually I may regret this. If we defeat Liu Bei without being attacked, I might kind of want to tear those down and build them on the south instead to guard against Sun Tzu. But for right now, it does look like unless, well, and on the next turn, Liu Bei could march much bigger armies. But if things keep going like this, it does seem like we're going to be able to take Jiangjia. It doesn't look like we're being challenged by Liu Qi. If we grab that, and it'll just bolster our territory even more. And things do seem to be going fairly well. For the kingdom... That's just a board. For the kingdom of Zhong, which is clearly the future of China. He may not be the emperor that China deserves right now, but Yuan Shu is the emperor that China needs. I'm the Mysterious JG. I want to thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you join me next time. As like, just weathering the storm when you first become emperor and alienate all the other forces is going to be kind of important. But at this point, we've grown pretty strong. I really probably should have concentrated on Cao Cao or Liu Bei earlier, just to get all those good officers in our force. But now I'm having fun role-playing as Yuan Shu. Cao Cao, I don't know. But Liu Bei, when we capture him, he's a guy who considers himself a part of the, like, a loyalist to the Han. He calls himself a relative of the imperial house. Yuan Shu just might need to kill the Three Sworn Brothers. We'll see, folks. Catch you guys next time.